The Ravens had their first preseason game last weekend, so we got our first look at how new offensive coordinator Todd Monken is going to operate on game day. He was calling plays from the coach's booth on Saturday, and that's where he plans to be throughout the season. Now, every play caller operates a little bit differently in that regard. Some prefer to be on the field where they can talk directly to players in between series. Others like to be up in the booth, removed from the emotion of the sidelines. Well, Monken talked today about why he likes to be up in the booth on game day.
Much easier to spread out, much easier to stay calm. The emotional side of it is much easier because at the moment you feel like you can scream. No one's right there, even though you think they can hear you through the glass. But the reality is it allows you to stay a lot more focused and try to keep it as calm as you can. As calm as you can. I'm human, so it doesn't mean I don't get frustrated or I don't make mistakes, but it has always allowed me, and I can see it better.
Monken's going to be upstairs during games, and that's pretty common for offensive coordinators. Now, another topic that he talked about today was getting play suggestions from quarterback Lamar Jackson. Lamar has been sending he and T. Martin plays that he's found on social media, and Monk talked today about why it's important for him to consider incorporating those into the playbook.
If you empower your players, you're more receptive to their ideas and they put more time and effort into it. Not just things that they see, but things that they may see on film or what's on their mind in terms of a better way of doing it. Because if they don't have confidence in what we do, you're really in trouble. So I think that's a step in the right direction. And when players have ideas or thoughts or suggestions, it's been my background of, hey, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at what you see. As long as it's well thought out, and I think it fits, there does come a point where you can't have 28 suggestions, for God's sakes, but the reality is you do want them involved. You do want them feeling good about the process, how we go about game planning, and once they do that, then there's, like I said, a certain amount of empowerment, ownership into what we do.
So it's interesting perspective from Monken, and if you want to check out everything he had to say today, well then download the Ravens Press Pass podcast. Every press conference that we have here lands in that podcast feed, and you can find that wherever you get your podcasts. That's it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.